there are a couple of really important patterns that I want to share with you with regards to how we move into the downswing. Now, one of which revolves around the way that our wrists work. So, you know, within the swing, we're trying to create this sensation of wrist hinge. So radial and ulnar, it's called, deviation, up and down, for very powerful motion. Now, as the wrists hinge upwards, you can also see how I've got this big cupping nature of the left wrist. So that's moved into extension. I cannot maintain a full sense of hinge while having my wrist flatter. Now that's really important. Let me show you from this side. So I've got this huge kind of sense of hinge there. If I flatten down this lead wrist, that is as much hinge as I can get. So those two, flexing the left wrist and hinging, do not go well together. Now I can really try and hinge, but then of course I've got this cup nature of the wrist, so the face is going to be more open. Now why is that important? Well, because if we are working towards some kind of intention whereby we are dragging on the handle and trying to maintain wrist hinge for as long as possible, which was a really common trait, certainly in the last 10 years, around some misguided idea of lag. If I'm trying to pull on the handle and have this kind of look, then it means that the club face is going to be open for far too long, apart from being narrow and all the rest of it. So as we start the downswing, we are definitely not trying to maintain massive amounts of wrist hinge. What we're trying to do is to maintain our width in the swing, get the wrist starting to flex down, and in doing so you won't have this great look of hinge. Now often that gets misconstrued because of the 2D image and the way the wrists work and the way they look on camera. But okay, let's be very clear on that. Do not be dragging on the handle and trying to maintain a massive amount of angle there. It is far more important to be looking after the club face and allowing that wrist angle just to soften off a little bit.